Hi students, welcome to Sri Damodar Ragoji Memorial School online classes. This is for class 7th standard. Subject is science. Okay students, today we will start another one lesson in biology part, that is chapter number 11, transportation in animals and plants. Okay, so today we will learn more about transportation in animals and plants. Okay, now let us start the lesson. Okay students, that you have learned earlier that all organisms need water, food and oxygen for survival. Yes, so they need to transport all these to various parts of their body. So further, animals need to transport waste to parts from where they can be removed. So have you ever wondered that how all this is achieved? Okay, so do you see that the heart and the blood vessels, they function to transport substance and together form the circulatory system. So in this chapter students, you will learn about transport of a substance in plants and animals. Okay, so now let us start that the system, that is what how we can be transport the food which we eat and the air that we breathe, the oxygen that we breathe. So how can we transport this all things? So by the process of circulatory system. Okay, so what is mean by this circulatory system? Students, in human being, the digested food, water, oxygen are transported to all parts of the body, and the waste products are also transported from all parts of the body to be removed from the body. So this transport of substance in the body is done by the circulatory system, and it consists of heart, blood vessels and blood. Okay, so what is mean by circulatory system? Circulatory system, which is nothing but to transport the food. Okay, the transport of food and the oxygen to the all parts of the body, and also the waste product also to be transported from all parts of the body to be removed from the body. Okay, so this all to be go through by three main parts, that is what? Heart, blood vessels and blood. Okay, so here is, students, here is the structure of heart and also the circulatory system of human body. Okay, so one of the heart is one of the main important part of the circulatory system. Okay, okay students, in circulatory system, the blood is one of the main part to transport the substance from one part of the body to another part of the body. Okay, so students, what happen when you get cut on your body? The blood flows out. Yes, so but what is blood? Blood is the fluid which flows in blood vessels. It transports substances like the digested food from the small intestine to the other parts of the body, and also it carries oxygen from the lungs to the cells of the body. So it also transport waste for removal from the body. So students, how does the blood carry various substances? Okay, as you know that blood is a liquid form. Yes, so which has cells of various kinds suspended in it. As you know that our body, which is made up of a small tiny particle, that we called it as what? That are cells. Okay, so the cells which has a cells of a various kinds, which suspended in it. So what are those? That is red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. Okay, so the blood which transports substances in the body, it has a fluid part called as plasma, and the cells like red blood cells and also the white blood cells and platelets. So through these all cells, our blood to be transport from one part of the body to another part of the body. Okay, so now let us discuss one by one about the parts of the blood. Okay, the first one is what? red blood cells. So what are these red blood cells, students? So the red blood cells which contain a red pigment, that is called what? Hemoglobin. What? Hemoglobin. What is this hemoglobin? This hemoglobin which binds with oxygen and transport it to all parts of the body and ultimately to all the cells. So it will be difficult to provide oxygen efficiency, that is efficiently, to all the cells of the body without hemoglobin. So students, without hemoglobin, the blood, it is not easy to transport the oxygen from one part of the body to the another part of the body. So the presence of hemoglobin which makes the blood appear red. So students, here the what is the main two functions of red blood cells is what? That is, the first one which helps to transport oxygen, okay, which helps to transport oxygen to the heart or all parts of the body. And another one is what? Which makes the hemoglobin which is present in the red blood cells, which makes the red as a, that is blood as a red color, okay, it visibles as, it makes the blood appear red color, okay. So keep it in mind that in red blood cells, the pigment, that is the red pigment which is present, that is called hemoglobin. This hemoglobin which binds with oxygen and it transport to the all parts of the body, and also it it appears blood to red, okay. So another one is what, students? That is white blood cells. What is this white blood cells? That is this white blood cell which fight against the germs that may enter our body, okay. You know that, so you may have heard that the germs which enters when we eat outside junk food, outside food means the germs will attack to our body. So who will fight against that germs when it enters our body? Means that is these white blood cells, okay. So these are the blood cells which fight against the germs, okay. So where these white blood cells are present, which are present in the, which are suspended in the blood, okay. So these red blood cells, white blood cells, and another one is what? Platelets. So these three are which are present in the blood. So these cells which are suspended in the cells, okay. So these three blood cells which perform their different functions, okay. So red blood cells, it transport oxygen and also it makes the blood to appear red color. And what about white blood cells? White blood cells are those which fight against the germs, okay. So some students, what happened when you fell down while playing a game and his knee and you got injured? What happened? The blood was coming out from the cut. Yes. So after some time, what happens? That the bleeding had to be stopped and a dark red clot had to be plugged the cutting place. Yes. So what happened to the, what is this clot? The clot which is formed because of the presence of another type of a cell in the blood, that is called what? Platelets, okay. So due to the presence of this platelets, our blood to become clot, okay. So platelets which helps in clotting of bloods, okay. So this is one of the function of what? Platelets, okay. So here is the picture that you are seeing, that is in blood, how the, in blood you can see that these are the cells which are suspended in the blood, okay. So blood is what? It is a fluid form. In that we can see the different types of blood cells, that is white blood cells, red blood cells, okay. So in this picture that you are seeing, that these are what? Red blood cells. And yes, and where is the, these are what? Platelets which helps to clotting blood, and also the plasma which is present in it, in this blood. And another one is what? That is white blood cells which fight against the germs. Suppose the, if white blood cells decrease in your body, means what happens? It may, that is you become a well So yes, you become a that is unwell. Okay. Okay, students, next is what? Blood vessels. Yes, so there are different types of blood vessels in the body. You know that during inhalation, a fresh supply of oxygen fills in the lungs, and oxygen has to be transported to the rest of the body. Also, the blood pick up the waste material, okay, including carbon dioxide. Okay, you might have studied about this. What we take oxygen inside and we breathe out what? Carbon dioxide. Yes, in breathe in we take oxygen, in the process of breathe out we remove carbon dioxide. Yes, so oxygen has to be transported to the rest of the body, and also the blood, which how the blood transport oxygen to the all parts of the body. Likewise, all blood again, that is pick up the blood, pick up the carbon dioxide, that is the waste material including carbon dioxide from the cells, and this blood has to go back to the heart for transport to the lungs for removal of carbon dioxide. So as you have learnt, that is in chapter number 10, that is, so the two types of blood vessels which are present in the blood, that is what? Arteries and veins. Okay, so in blood vessels there are two types. Okay, one is arteries and veins. Okay, so another one that we can see here, that is what? Capillaries. So what is mean by this arteries? Arteries which carry oxygen rich blood from the heart, rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body, since the blood flow is rapid and at a high pressure. So the arteries have a thick elastic walls. Okay, so students, what is the main function of arteries is here? What? These arteries which carry oxygen rich blood from heart to all parts of the body, and they have a thick walls. Veins. Okay, students, veins are there. So veins which carry carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body to the heart. Okay, they have a very thin walls. Okay, students, next another one is what? That is capillaries. What are these capillaries? So these are very thin blood vessels which join both arteries and veins. Okay, so these capillaries are there, these which joins these two, that is these two blood vessels, that are what? Arteries and veins. Okay. Okay, students, that how many pulse beat could you? Students, just to do an activity here. So place the middle and index finger of your right hand on the inner side of your left wrist. Okay. So can you feel some throbbing movements? Okay, you might have seen that when you hold your hands, hold your fingers on your, that is left wrist. Okay, so below your palm, that you can see there, you can put your two fingers there, you can see that is some of the movements in that nerve place. Yes, so what are those? Why do you think there is a throbbing, or why that is why there in the nerve, in that place, that we can say see some of the movements? So this throbbing, that we can say that pulse. Okay, so and it is